Superstar. Oh, I love that Star White. Mike was laughing about something. He might have been laughing about the fact that we look like a couple of real estate agents. Stole that line from one of our writers.
We are matching.
Brandon Halloran, thank you for
Call
that
us
line.
real estate agents. Call us JT and Brittany, or I don't know, Beyonce and Jay-Z, if you will.
Call us the latest recruits to Diamond and Diamond lawyers. We could be that.
That too.
I mean, there's so many possibilities. We did not plan this.
No.
But I think it looks pretty good.
We were actually both running very late.
Yes.
And ran into the studio and we're like, you look really good.
Right? We do look pretty awesome.
Pretty good.
This is I thought this is one of Bill's old suits. He left the network. And I thought I'd try it on.
His locker is right next to mine. So.
Yeah, so anyway.
Thanks, Nabil.
Major League Soccer is where we're going to begin in Toronto FC. Still clinging on to that final playoff spot, which seems amazing considering the season they've had.
Yeah, they're coming off a win against Montreal. You know, 2-0 win, which is awesome. They're taking on New York Red Bulls, who are 3 points ahead of them. So, hey, time to make up a little bit more space in the East.
Yeah.
Josie Altidore, 6 goals in 10 matches this season. Opening minutes, Altidore staying hot.
I like the crossing towards Altidore. Oh my, Josie Altidore with a lovely finish to give Toronto FC the lead against his former team.
I believe that's what you call a back heel. Altidore putting on a show for my nephew Joel, who was at that game.
Oh.
Saw a picture of him there. He was smiling. He loved it.
That was a great goal.
Later, Kamar Lawrence takes down Richie Larea with a dangerous challenge. Dangerous. Lawrence gets a yellow. TFC take a penalty kick. Alejandro Pozuelo steps up. Pops his 9th goal. Second straight game with a goal. Altidore, Pozuelo, they scored. Does Pozuelo limping? Then Michael Bradley doesn't see Gaku coming, dispossessed, but Quentin Westberg bails Bradley out huge. Bet you probably bought him a drink later to say thank you. That's what I used to do to my goalies. TFC 4-1 when leading at the half this year. 2-0 in this one. Second half, Ashton Morgan subbed in, for Pozuelo. A 1-2 with Altidore. Morgan battles for it, gets it back, and that one back of the net. Red Bulls keeper Luis Robles badly misplays it. Morgan scores his second career goal nearly 2 years after his first. TFC win 3-1. TFC back in action Saturday as they host Houston. Coverage begins 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific on TSN.
Blue Jays made a trade Wednesday, picking up a veteran reliever from the Mets, Wilmer Font. Looks like it's time's new pitcher for Toronto. I'm sure he'll make a bold impact. Here's hoping he's a Helvetica of a teammate. Okay.
This has been Font Jokes. Thanks for watching.
Oh, man. This show is going very well so far. Teoscar Hernandez, Tessa, coming off 1 home run, 3 RBI game Tuesday, hits a 442-foot blast on Wednesday. That is the longest of his career. He's got 10 dingers on the season, and the Jays and Red Sox are tied at 1. Aaron Sanchez trying to avoid a Blue Jays record 10th straight loss, an ERA over 6 this season. He is, by all accounts, having an atrocious year.
If you want to be honest.
Rafael Devers, opposite field. Pauie Devers, 22 RBIs against the Jays this season. Bottom 4, Devers. This is a 2-run double to right center. Now with 24 RBIs, that ties the Boston record for most ever in a single season against Toronto. That ties Big Papi, who did it in 2005. Sanchez went 5, in line for the loss. Teoscar, though, had other ideas. Second 2-home-run game of the season. Jays cut into the lead. That was a solo shot, and Hernandez was doing it in the field as well. Christian Vasquez will hit it off the monster, no, off the wall. Hernandez plays it beautifully, cuts down Vasquez at second. Beautiful stuff. First career center field assist as a Blue Jay. Great throw. Toronto's still down 4-2 after 6. Top 8, 2 on for the Smoke Monster. Justin Smoke, who thought that was outside, but the ump thought it caught the corner. Then a 1-1 count to Freddie Galvis. That's called a strike. Ump calls time. Appears someone has been thrown out of the Jays dugout, and it appears it's Marcus Stroman. He's passionate, loves his teammates. Red Sox get out of the jam. Devers, meanwhile, drives home another. That's his 4th RBI of the game. 25 RBIs against Toronto this year. That is a new record against Toronto. Aaron Sanchez has lost 10 straight decisions.
Forward to this matchup.
Braves and Brewers, Christian Yelich coming in just 1 home run back of Cody Bellinger for the Major League lead. Struck out in his first 2 at-bats. 6th inning. Barely flinches. Barely flinches. Wasn't going to swing at that one. Maybe he'll swing at this one.
Yelich in the air, left center field. That ball's way back. And this one's going to fly out of here. Christian Yelich, number 34.
That one hit the Associated Bank check deck. And he's got 24 home runs at Miller Park this season, 3rd most in franchise history. His 5th home run in the month of July. A lot of talk about Josh Donaldson. He has been sensational lately, 26 RBIs in his last 30 games. This would just stay fair for his 22nd home run of the season and 7th in his last 11 games. Remember, he's on a 1-year deal. He might be cashing in, folks. 1-run game in the 9th, 2 on, 2 out. Aussie Albies. Josh Hader gets him swinging. Beautiful hair. Brewers get the victory.
The flow on the guy. Reds and Cubs, Chris Bryant batting a career best 296 at the plate this season. Bottom 1, Bryant, whammy. 20th homer into the bleachers. That one, gone. Becomes the 3rd Cub to reach 20 jacks this season. Joining Baez and Schwarber. Is that how you say it? How do you say it? Schwarber?
Schwarber.
Schwarber. 5th inning. Iglesias fouls ones off. Check out the catch by this fan. Catch impressive, more impressive, no party foul. Guy didn't even spill a lick of beer.
Great job.
Be a friend of mine if you want. Take another look. The woman behind him appreciats it. Yeah. Wants the 5, wants the 5. And he's like, nah.
Not gonna
She's
get
like,
it.
okay.
Not gonna get it.
It's all right. Meantime, Yu Darvish, winless since April 27th. He's yet to win a game at Wrigley since signing with the Cubs in 2018, working with a 2-run lead in the 6th, facing Eugenio, Suarez with the man on board. Say that 10 times fast.
That's very
Ground ball to 3rd. David Bodie fires home. Nick Senzel out at the plate. Huge heads-up play by Bodie. Then very next batter, Darvish strikes out Puig for the 3rd time in the ball game. Tons of emotion on display by Darvish. Picks up his first ever win at Wrigley. 5-2.
Wow. Okay. Here's Burnaby, BC's Tyler O'Neill. He plays for St. Louis. He's hitting .341 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs in 12 games since he was called up. And here, a solo shot will make it 4 home runs in 13 games. How about this? Burnaby Tyler, they call him. Doesn't sound quite as cool as Burnaby Joe, but we'll take it. So the Cards are within 1 of the Bucks. There's Chris Archer. Bucks are still up 1 here. Gets Andrew Kisner, and somebody in the Cards dugout was yapping at him. And he wants him to just stop it. Just stop it. Michael Feliz now on the bump for the Bucks, facing America's 3rd baseman, first baseman. I apologize. America's 3rd baseman is Nolan Arenado. America's 1st baseman is that man right there, Paul Goldschmidt. He was the difference as the Cards get the victory 6-5 over the Bucks. Coming up, everyone assumed Chris Paul would not be in Oklahoma City for very long. However, Woj has something different to say about it. We'll have those details. You're watching Jay and Dan on TSN. San Diego starter Chris Paddock, originally drafted by the Marlins, facing the Marlins, traded away in 2016, hasn't forgotten.
There will definitely be a little bit more extra adrenaline, just the mindset of, you know, this is the team that drafted me and also got rid of me, so it'll be fun.
He seems pretty intense.
Yeah, that hair is intense.
After he was drafted, Paddock had the chance to meet the late Jose Fernandez. Obviously, that meant a lot to him. Before he took the mound, Paddock took a moment to write Fernandez's number 16 into the dirt, says a little prayer. He dominated the club that drafted him. He was perfect through 5 innings. First batter of the 6th, Cesar Puello. Routine grounder, Fernando Tatis Jr. throws it away. So that is the end of Paddock's perfect game, but he's still working on the no-hitter. And in the 6th, Miguel Rojas, we're still in the 6th. Episode of first, Eric Hosmer can't hang on, but tags Rojas just in time. Just got him. Marlins challenge. This would potentially end the no-hitter. It is so close. It is so close, but they uphold the call. The no-no is intact. He's just 6 outs away from sticking it to those Marlins.
Castro, line to left, and that one is gone! There goes the no-hitter. There goes the shutout. Marlins are down by 2.
Paddock falling short. Producer Tim screamed with joy when that happened in our offices.
That's good to see.
A lot of runs being scored in baseball right now.
Jeez Louise.
A lot of runs being scored. So we're just going to saunter over. We just want to give you guys a good look at these outfits. Yeah.
We match.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This must be what it's like when people walk into the Diamond Lawyer conference room.
They're just both standing there like, hey.
We're going to chase some ambulances today.
After you.
No, I insist.
Oh, no, you get to. Oh, it's the same time.
You're an Olympian. You're a national hero.
Do the old Ellen.
There we go. Perfect. Ah.
Yep.
Is that a record the other way?
Is it?
Jamie, our director, thinks so. And I think he's pretty proud of it. Tim, not so much. According to our friend Woj, that's ESPN NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski, Chris Paul will likely start the season with Oklahoma City, and he says this was a mutual decision between the player and the team. Paul actually played in Oklahoma City when the New Orleans Hornets played there for a season as a result of Hurricane Katrina back in 05-06. He has 3 years and $124 million left on his deal. That's what's making it so hard to trade for him.
That's
Who
a
can
lot.
Absorb that money.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're making that money no matter where you play, so just play ball. That's what you're supposed to do. Take the Kawhi approach.
Well, and that's what he's doing. I think it's good. I think he's actually happy. He's probably not happy to be there because they're not going to contend, but he's actually taking the right approach. One thing with Chris Paul, and there seems to be a lot of talk about this. Hall of Famer, amazing player, but maybe a tough player to play with. You know, tough on his teammates, and you know, maybe
Work on
it's
your
just
leadership. Be the guy.
Maybe.
You know?
Miami's been cited as a team that maybe could absorb that contract. Jimmy Butler is also an interesting human being, to put it mildly. So maybe those two could coexist. Maybe they'd be a great fit. I don't know. We'll see.
That, or they're just, they won't.
Or they won't. It'll be entertaining for us.
Totally.
To watch that.
Give us a lot to
implosion.
talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Northern Ireland native Rory McIlroy will be playing on home soil for the first time at a major when the Open Championship kicks off on Thursday. The four-time major champion broke the course record of 61 at Royal Portrush when he was just 16 years old. McIlroy leads the PGA Tour this year with 11 top 10 finishes, but hasn't won a major since 2014.
I've played well here before. I know what I'm doing around here. I mean, I sort of was worried. I got here last Saturday thinking, you know, the course is going to change. The setup for an Open might be different. And I got here and it's like, still the same place. Hopefully it doesn't take another 68 years for the tournament to come back here. So, but at the same time, you know, I mightn't get an opportunity to play an Open Championship here again. You know, you never know what happens. So I'm really just treating it as a wonderful experience and one that I really want to enjoy, you know, and you know, I'm going to love being out there and having the crowds and having the support. And, you know, if that can't help you, then, you know, nothing can.
Well, McIlroy's combined score to par in the last 5 Opens, 32 under. Best of any player, and he even missed one of them due to injury.
I'm so excited to see how the crowds are for him.
Well,
like, they're going to be nuts.
And that's, I mean, golf is usually just such an even-keel sport. But, I mean, with everybody cheering for you like that on home soil, how do you not get jacked up? It's trying to be like Ryder Cup a little bit.
Very much so. I think this is going to be an amazing atmosphere. This is exciting. Eric Lindros has given William Nylander his blessing to wear the number 88. We told you earlier this week, William Nylander is switching from 29 to 88, and Lindros, the Big E, sends this tweet, wishing Willie Nylander a great season in number 88 with the Buds. My question for you, Tessa Bonhomme, do you think Eric Lindros writes his own tweets? Because that doesn't seem like something he would write or say.
I feel like...
Doesn't seem natural.
Oh, we talked about this earlier, and you said you felt like that tweet was someone giving him a little poke, saying...
In a good way.
Yeah,
in a good way.
You should probably squash the beef that's going on with Leafs fans, giving Willie a hard time. And,
right.
I mean, he obviously... I don't think he would care. Do you?
Lindros?
Yeah.
Lindros has been at his cottage in Muskoka. He didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely doesn't care.
He has no clue what's happening here. And someone just says to him, do you mind just sending out a tweet? In fact, I'll write it for you. Is that cool? And you don't even have to get off the boat. I think that's what happened.
Over under. Lindros had 11 goals in 33 games. Do you think Willie will score more than 11.5 in 33 games this coming season?
Yes.
You think over? Okay.
I have faith that he's gonna have a really great bounce. You saw him at the World Championships. He was so good.
Awesome. And he was refreshed. You know, even when interviewing him stuff, it seemed like he was having fun playing hockey again, which is very important.
New number,
it's
new attitude.
After all.
New stats.
Hopefully.
Oh, we're going to commercial break now.
We will go to commercial break.
When we come back, watching the Jannies won't result in your image being used by Russian hackers. The more you know. Johnny! Laureano.
You all right?
Yeah. It's July.
Reds Cubs. Up foul ball into the stands. Love this guy with the beer in hand. Doesn't spill.
He's like a cool dad like me.
Yeah. I bet you he has one of the baby carriers like you too.
Yeah.
The old front
I sent you a
couch.
picture of me with the baby carrier today. It's looking pretty cool. Chad Pindy. That's not a TV dive.
No.
That's legit. You were right about that, Tessa.
Because when your face hits the grass like that, I mean, you don't do that on purpose.
No, why would you?
New England Revolution, Vancouver Whitecaps. Gustavo Bo with the unreal volley. That was pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. What a way to make an impression. And that guy's so happy.
Oh, was it as good as this?
I don't know.
Backheel goal by friend of SportsCenter with Jay and Dan, Josie Altidore? I don't think so.
I don't either.
That's league contender for the highlight of the night.
Adeni Echeverria at the dish. Fly ball in the deep left field. Should have been an easy out for Eddie Rosario, but squeeze the net. You're killing me, Smalls.
Just a reminder, these are the best and worst plays of the day. The Jannies. It's an exhibition matchup in China. Newcastle taking on Wolves. Thomas Allen. Beautiful header. One problem. That's an own goal. That's an own goal.
It's hard to find out which way you're going sometimes.
China.
Mets Twins, Max Kepler goes into right. Jeff McNeil hustling, but can't make the catch. To make things worse, he ends up breaking his belt on the
What happened?
dive. A wardrobe malfunction, if you will.
Hey, you want a new belt? Here it is.
Sharesies. That's nice. I'd lend you my belt if you needed it.
That'd be really sweet of you.
I'm not wearing one.
Oh, I am. I'm wearing a reversible belt.
Are you? Is it white on the other side?
One belt, it's got brown on one side, black on the other. I'm super cheap. When we come back.
Cool.
You're watching the Sports Center with Jay and Dan's summer season.
We've had some fun. We really have.
Soon, Dylan and Kelly will do it.
Summer.
Whoo, summer. It's...
Always fun.
We really do have some fun.
You know who else likes to have fun?
Oh, man, this guy.
Gronk.
Man.
And he might not be done with football after all, everyone. According to multiple reports, there's a better than 50% chance the 30-year-old could come out of retirement during the season. A three-time Super Bowl champ could skip training camp and return in either October or November before the Week 13 retired list deadline.
It's just all the video of him is just them
Partying.
dancing.
And I hope if he does come back, he just picks a team that has the best chance of winning so he could continue his partying ways.
But he's going back to the Patriots. He's not going.
Yeah, I mean, I would be I'd be shocked.
As much as producer Tim would love if Gronk went back to his hometown Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
Can you imagine if he actually did that? Buffalo would explode.
Well, yeah, and how many people would, from the lower Ontario region would make their way?
Would be excited, yeah. In case you didn't know, a lot of Bills fans in Southern Ontario, including producer Tim. Anthony Davis, the Brow, was introduced as one of the newest members of the Lakers family this past weekend, and if this next video is any indication, he's now a member of LeBron James's family.
How do you guys love my t-shirt? It's Tuesday somewhere, so you know what that means? It's Taco Tuesday! Dior, what is it today? Taco Tuesday. Bryce, what is it? Taco Tuesday. Savannah, what is it? It's Taco Tuesday. Why you so cold? We got new people here for Taco. What is it? Taco Tuesday.
Anthony Davis seems like he was having a lot of fun, or silently inside screaming, wishing he had not been traded to the Lakers.
He participated in the Taco Tuesday.
He seems like I think they're going to get along great.
I think they're fine.
Yeah, I think Davis is excited to just be playing with that guy, you know?
I mean, it would
be invited over to his house.
Yeah, for tacos. I mean,
with his family?
Who doesn't like tacos?
That would be pretty awesome. I'd be into it.
Totally.
Seems nice.
Yeah, they seem like they have some fun.
Yeah.
And he likes red wine and...
Yeah. Yeah. I still can't believe
do
he
we.
showed up at a game with a glass of red wine.
He can do whatever he wants.
I
He's
love
LeBron.
it. I just love it. It's like, whatever. Like he was thinking, I could leave this at home or I'll just bring it.
Yeah.
People won't even notice. And then we all noticed.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
By now, you've heard of TSN Direct, TSN streaming service. Maybe you've been using it to watch MLS soccer on Wednesday.
And Tess, you've also heard about our streaming service, Jay and Dan Direct. It's going so well, Dan used our profits to buy an RV, which he says is to film a Breaking Bad spinoff. But I'm getting the feeling that we just own an RV now. Let's see what original programming we're offering this week on Jay and Dan Direct. First, it's our brand new food show, Yappin' Yogurt with producer Tim. Tim talks about all different types of probiotic yogurts he's currently into. Hot button issues like packaging size and fruit on the bottom are covered. This show is 4 minutes long. There's not much to cover.
Next, you can now watch all your favorite shows with all the characters looking much older than they actually are on the Face App channel. If you like Young Sheldon, use the Face App channel, and Young Sheldon will look like Current Sheldon. Current Sheldon looks like Old Sheldon, and Old Sheldon is a show we assume is coming to CTV soon. The Face App channel, excuse me. It's fun for about a day.
Finally, set in a dystopian future where only Dan can give birth to babies, The Dan Maid's Tale is a bleak look at what the future of the world would look like if it was dependent on Dan. Spoiler alert, turns out Dan just had a basketball under his shirt and all of humanity is doomed. It's all coming up on Jay and Dan Direct. I think it's cool. Keeps everybody in check. Highlight of the night, TFC Red Bulls. I told you this would be the highlight of the night. It's Josie Altidore, back heel beauty at BMO Field.
In stride, too. Impressive.
Yeah, weather held.
Yeah. Bonus.
Okay. I like it.
I don't know if this is really you blew it, but the mic pack
Oh, that's legit.
during the top 10, yeah.
I put it in front now. There it is.
Yeah, it's not a beeper.
Got it in front.
That's
Hey,
his-
and then we wore the same color outfits.
But I don't think that's blowing it. I think that's killing it.
Exactly. We're like a modern day Justin and Brittany.
I'd say, except you forgot your hat.
Boy, that's a baggy denim jacket.
It
Where do you
is.
get one of those?
Also, Jay-Z and Beyonce wore the same colors as us as well, if you want to give that a Google.
Hey, Bayhive, hit us up.
Stylish.
I think you should have.
The bird.
Oh,
Quite get that
jeez.
launch angle down yet. Working it. Nope.
What was it?
Oh, no.
There he goes.
Oh, and it opened.
The Open Championship on TSN and CTV.